Your father's been superintendent since '71 here, huh?
Yeah. Which is good and bad. It's good in that you got consistency.
Yeah.
And it's bad and I'm not my dad.
Yeah.
Dad was old school.
Uh-huh.
He had a reputation for taking the kids who nobody else could handle.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if they got kicked out of Henrietta or Walika or Dewar or anywhere around here, most people would tell them, take them down to Graham and let Chancey have them. And he'd straighten them out one way or another.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have the luxury of doing it the way he did it.
Yeah.
We became a virtual school last year. I told you before we had 100 kids here. Actually, we had, at one time, 269 on roll. Kids were curious whether they'd ever see these other students, you know. And we said, yeah, you'll see them once this year, or twice this year, maybe. You'll see them when they have to come in for the end of instruction testing. Those kids have to drive down here from Weatherford or wherever to take their test. Helps the school financially, which
is the community.
Which is the community, yeah. You keep the school going, you keep the community going.
So you started school here in second grade?
Yeah. This is I mean, the 60s and early 70s. You got to remember how much change was going on in the country. We were kind of isolated. I mean, you didn't see a lot of the things that you saw on TV around here.
Did you ride your bike up and down those roads? You walked those roads?
Rode bikes, rode horses. You didn't worry about anything.
Rode bikes.
Now, we used to go out on the hay meadows. There'd be a group of us on horses. We'd go out on the hay meadows after they'd cut the hay and go by the persimmon trees, get a bunch of persimmons tucked in the top of your shirts, and then on horseback we'd have persimmon wars. You got a 160-acre hay meadow, you can run all over that thing. I guess it'd be comparable to a paintball, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You didn't. That's really cool. That says you were probably about how old when you were having the persimmon wars?
Oh, we were riding horses when we were 4, 5, or 6 years old, but probably the persimmon wars were 9, 10, 11, about the age of the girls.
Riding horseback and riding your bike up and down those roads and then think they were doing about the same thing. Why does this break your heart in that regard?
Well, my kids can't do it. I mean, I wouldn't let my kids. I was cautious with my own children before that.
How old are they?
Well, I've got a daughter that's 12.
You got a daughter?
You want to protect your child. And the teachers and the staff here are entrusted with the protection of those children. I think that's a lot of my frustration is I still feel like I should have been able to protect those kids.